Good evening, this is Valerio.
And it's me, Stephanie Sibal.
Serving you to the hottest and most leading news for today. Welcome to the #1 broadcasting station nationwide. This is Scatter Patrol.
We deliver and spread the news around the globe.
Adidas cut ties with Kanye West.
World Trade Center Metro Manila WTCMM is holding an Artist per Piece exhibition featuring the country's acclaimed artists,
Accor set to open its first dual-branded hotel in Japan.
supporting the Philippines' tourism recovery in the new normal through digital solutions.
5th Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards.
Rebuilding tourism for the future, COVID-19 policy responses and recovery.
Impact of COVID-19 on the Philippine tourism industry.
Adidas cut ties with Kanye West. We have our reporter Valerio. Kindly update the viewers.
Adidas has cut ties with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, following intense pressure for the company to drop its partnership with the musician over his recent anti-Semitic outburst. On Tuesday, the brand shared a public statement claiming the company does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Adidas claimed they will immediately stop production of all Yeezy branded products and halt any payments to Ye. The brand predicted the severance from Ye will cause a short-term negative impact of up to €250 million, about $339 million on the company's fourth quarter income.
Thank you, Valerio. Moving on to the economic news.
World Trade Center Manila is holding an Artist for Peace exhibition. For further details, we have our reporters, Ms. Jenalyn Toledo. Ms. Jenalyn Toledo, please kindly tell us more about the Artist Peace exhibition.
World Trade Center Metro Manila or WTCMM is holding an Artist for Peace exhibition featuring the country's acclaimed artists, Nami Miranda, Augusto Santiago, and Jumbo Galang. The art exhibit will run until November 24, 2022 at the WTCMM mezzanine level.
Pamela Pascual, WTCMM President and Chief Executive Officer, said, "Promoting culture in the arts is yet another milestone made possible through the collaboration with Artists for Peace."
The membership of Artists for Peace is by invitation only and is composed of distinguished seniors who advocate social issues whose goal is to create a new platform, inspire creativity, and friendship among contemporary artists. The WTCMM and the WTCMM Business Club prosper trade and investments. This is Jenalyn C. Toledo reporting. Back to studio.
Thank you for updating us, Jenalyn Toledo. Moving on to business views.
Accor set to open its first dual-branded hotel in Japan. Ms. Viernes, please update our viewers.
With Accor being the region's largest international hospitality company, they introduced their first dual-branded hotel to Japan's vibrant city of Osaka. The 288-key Mercure Tokyo Stay Osaka Namba will open its doors on December 1, 2022 in the city's entertainment and shopping district. Accor has teamed up with the Japanese real estate company Tokyo Resort and Stays Corporated to offer a unique property that plays to the strength of both groups. Accor, with its global reach and international loyalty program, which is Accor Live Limitless, and Tokyo Stay's domestic brand recognition and network, as well as its exceptional facilities for long-stay guests. Garth Simons, the Chief Executive Officer of Accor Southeast Asia in Japan and South Korea, said, "We are thrilled to introduce Mercure Tokyo Stay Osaka Namba, a unique and significant addition to our mid-scale brand portfolio in Japan. This property offers the perfect setting for local and international visitors to explore the local scene, whether they are in town for business or leisure, and enjoy the warm hospitality that is unique to this region." And that's for today's sizzling business news. It is me, Cyrene Viernes, reporting Scatter News. We'll deliver and spread news around the globe.
Thank you, Ms. Viernes, and we will be right back after a short break.
Welcome back. This is Scatter Patrol. We deliver and spread the news
Around the globe. For further details, Ms. Jasmine, please update our viewers.
The Philippine government is fighting the effects of COVID-19 in multiple ways.
The Philippine government is fighting the effects of COVID-19 in multiple ways. Some sectors like tourism along with local governments are using new technologies to be more resilient while assisting communities in coping with the impact of pandemic. Tourism employs 5.7 million Filipinos and contributes 12.7% the country of GDP. Baguio is aimed to become a smart and sustainable city. It is using new technology to improve its resilience and deliver basic service during the pandemic and future crises. Baguio, a popular tourist destination in the northern Philippines, is one of the cities heavily affected by COVID-19. This is Jasmine reporting from Scatter News. Back to studio.
Impact of COVID-19 on the Philippine tourism industry. We have our reporter, Ms. Michaella. Please tell us the details.
In the first quarter of 2020, the period when the travel restriction and lockdown in the most countries started, international tourist arrival declined by 22%, resulting in an estimated loss of 80 billion United States dollars in global tourism receipts. In such period, 97 destinations have totally or partially closed their borders for tourists. 65 destinations have suspended international flights totally or partially, and 39 destinations were implementing the closing of the borders. The Philippines. The government closed the airport in Luzon on March 20 as part of the enhanced community quarantine that started in the island on March 16. The tourism sector has already felt the negative impact of the pandemic on its performance much earlier. In the other countries, travel restriction and measures have started as early as January of this year and have impacted the Philippine international tourist arrival. Domestic tourists, on the other hand, also limited their travel for fear of contracting COVID-19. The Department of Tourism reported that international tourist receipts in the first quarter of the year declined to 85 billion pesos, 36 lower than the revenue in the same period last year. To understand the impact of COVID-19 on the Philippine tourism industry, PwC Philippines, together with the Department of Tourism, surveyed 247 decision-makers across the different subsectors in May 2020. And this is Michaella reporting.
Rebuilding tourism for the future. COVID-19 policy, responses, and recovery. Ms. Barbie, please tell us the scope of your report.
The outlook for the tourism sector remains highly uncertain. The coronavirus pandemic continues to hit hard, with international tourism expected to decrease by 80%. Domestic tourism is helping to soften the blow, at least partially, and governments have taken impressive immediate action to restore and reactivate that sector, while protecting jobs and businesses. Many countries are also now developing measures to build a more resilient tourism economy post-COVID-19. These include preparing plans and rethinking tourism for the future. OECD expect international tourism to fall by around 80%. Destinations that rely heavily on international, business, and events tourism are particularly struggling. Encouraging news on vaccines has boosted hopes for recovery, but challenge remains, with the sector expected to remain in survival mode until when into 2023. Domestic tourism has restarted and is helping to mitigate the impact on jobs and businesses in some destinations. However, real recovery will only be possible when international tourism returns. This requires global cooperation and evidence-based solutions so travel restrictions can be safely lifted.
5th Asia Pacific Luminar Awards. We have our reporter Jenny Soriano. Go ahead, Jenny.
The Asia Pacific Luminar Awards ceremony was held at the luxurious Sibal, Manila Hotel. This award-giving body honors individuals in the industry, including titans, corporate heroes, and advocates for the planet and people.
March 2022, when the award ceremony will be held at the Okada Manila Hotel. Among the recipients of the award will be artists, and one of the recipients of the honor will be a group of musicians from the province of Bataan, known as JDVKO, or better known as the Jose de Piro Kapataang Orchestra. They were awarded World Class Performer in Orchestra of the Year. because of their skill in playing and their dedication to learning music. You can really see in them their dedication to studying and learning each piece they are going to play, because before they play, they really practice it with the help of their music conductor, known as Mr. Felicito Sakdalan.
This is General Soriano, Scatters News, where we deliver and spread the news around the globe.
This is for today news. Again, this is
Scatter
Scatter Patrol. We deliver and spread the news around the globe. Thank you for watching.